One of the things that is really unique and special about the computer science degree in Cambridge is that you're going to be taught by cutting-edge world leaders in their own fields who are really excited about their work.
The course at Cambridge involves pretty much anything that you can think of to do with computers and technology. From really foundationally theoretical material on automation of mathematics at one extreme to intense final year projects at the other.
I've always been fascinated by the way that computers can solve problems, both for myself and for other people, and that's really, really interested me. So it seemed like a natural thing to study when I went to university.
I've always enjoyed doing logic puzzles, small challenges, and also I wanted to learn everything that I could about computers, which I think computer science embodies perfectly, but also I wanted to be in a really good, challenging environment, which Cambridge offers, and have all these brilliant minds around me. Computer science at Cambridge seemed just the right course.
Our course is structured so that we teach our students the theoretical background that underpins the principles of computer science, but also with the hands-on experience of putting that theoretical knowledge into practice.
My favourite experience on the course so far has been the group project in my second year, in which I worked with a group of people to produce a piece of software for a company. I got to present the project to all the other students and the people from all the companies, and it was really exciting.
The employability prospects for our graduates are really first-rate. We're also a very entrepreneurial place, so lots of our graduates go on to found their own companies and startups.
One thing that we find out when we start studying computer science is that this is a subject that opens up so many different doors. We can work in many different fields doing many different things. What I would like to do is go and work for a software company, and maybe with that learn some skills of my own so I can start my own in the future and solve problems my own way.
By applying for a master's and then going on to do research either here at the computer lab or in industrial research, I feel I will be able to bring a contribution to the field of computer science.
Fundamentally, computer science ends up being about solving really hard problems in the best possible way. So if there's one key thing that you can come away from the Cambridge degree in computer science with, it's being a really, really good problem solver.
We are genuinely interested in people who are self-motivated and passionate about technology. If you're curious, then come to us and we will teach you the theoretical and the practical ways of how you can build systems that are going to make our world a better place.
Hiya, my name's Meninda and I'm an undergraduate here at the Department of Computer Science. Come on in and I'll show you around. Welcome to one of the oldest computer science departments in the country. Established in 1957, back then we used to be called the Oxford University Computing Laboratory. Now the department is home to a community of world-class teaching and research. This space right here is the atrium, which we not only use for social gatherings and events such as coding workshops and department parties, but I personally like to come here after lectures just to finish off some of my work. This is Lecture Theatre B. Students come here for lectures no matter which Oxford college they go to. Any students that have computer science lectures as part of their undergraduate degree, be that in computer science and philosophy, computer science or maths and computer science, will come here for lectures. So this is one of our practical labs, and depending on which courses you take, you might be here for about 2 afternoons a week. All of our machines run Linux, and every student has their own account for which they can save their files and access them remotely. This is Lecture Theatre A, the second of our lecture theatres. And not only do we use this space for weekly lectures, but we often host industry tech talks. This gives companies and organisations a chance to tell us some of the interesting things that they're working on. It's way more interesting than your average recruitment pitch, and we often get free pizza. This is the undergraduate social area, which is used by our students between lectures and for project work. Here you have access to Wi-Fi, computers, and free tea and coffee in the kitchen. This space is also used by the Oxford University Computer Society, where they run a bunch of events and socials throughout the year. Thank you so much for visiting us, and I really hope you enjoyed the tour. If you have any other questions, you can visit us at cs.ox.ac.uk.
Hi, I'm Ignacio, and I'm a second year computer science student here at the University of Warwick. It's a subject that really lets you put what you learn in lectures and in seminars quickly into practice to build systems that people can use. We had a very big project with a real life customer, which was Deutsche Bank. And we had to build for them a complex system with time constraints and produce a formal software document. And that's when you really get to apply everything that you've learned in your whole course to a real life situation, and I thought that was very interesting. The structure of the degree they have here, it's very well balanced between software and hardware, but also theory and practice, because if you look at other departments across the UK and around the world in general, they might be more software oriented or hardware oriented, but Warwick provided a really good balance. I know that they're linked with the Alan Turing Institute, so they're quite focused on big data and analysis of data, which for people who, like me, who are very oriented towards the mathematical side of computer science, is something that's really attractive. Getting to learn computer science formally, because when you start learning yourself before university, you don't really know what you're doing, but when you get here, you know that you're doing it the right way and that you're learning the more formal and proper methods. My personal favorites were probably algorithms, because I'm quite a maths-oriented person, and it's very interesting to know how things like Google Maps and Facebook employ algorithms to solve problems in networks. And then also software engineering, which is a very intense real-life project, which again is very challenging and interesting. I didn't think I was going to take so many practical projects, but as soon as you finish learning the theory about how hardware works and how the computer works, you get on to build micro-embedded systems. So it's something that's, they really take it at heart, putting the theory into practice. The computer science department actually organizes a fair every year where big names come like IBM, Google, Microsoft. And it's really interesting, even if you don't have a particular interest to work for those companies, but you can see the type of opportunities and roles that are available in the software engineering world. And they also organize talks by academics inside the department, the research that they're undertaking, but also societies that are linked to the department, like the Gaming or Computer Society. They bring people from the industry, and they give very good talks as well. Don't necessarily be too stressed about learning to program before coming here, but more so focus on things like maths and physics, which are going to give you a great grounding for the course. And then just be ready to meet people and enjoy yourself and make the most of your time here. Don't just sit down and do nothing, just simply make the most of your time here. What computer science really prepares you for is for building complex systems for industry right now. Automated systems that make companies work, and artificial intelligence to optimize systems. And you learn all of that here at Warwick. So you come out as a full software engineer that's very valuable and ready to help companies out there without a problem. So that really motivates me to pursue things after finishing here at Warwick.
At Durham University's School of Computer Science,
there are many people like me.
And me.
And me.
Who have come from around the world
to study at the very highest level
in this beautiful and historic part of England.
Really liked it when I came to visit. Really liked the city, really liked the people, the department and everything about it. I just felt at home when I got here. So Durham's split into colleges, but I think no matter which college you go to, you think your college is the best. Really love the college system. It means I can do my music alongside my degree. The facilities in Durham are great. We're in the library at the moment. There's plenty of space to work. It's quite a good mix of theory and practical, is what I found. I did an internship over summer, and everything I'd learned, I was like, oh, so that's where laptops and it's not a degree for a degree's sake. You do learn things that are really applicable in industry.
This room is the visualization laboratory. It's a laboratory for exploring all things 3D and how humans work with 3D displays and perceive 3D displays. These facilities are great because there's just been so much money put into it, essentially. There's some great tech here that I get to work with that I wouldn't really be able to get to work with in many places around this country. I think the level of creativity and the level of science that's been required by the course here have really excited me. Ultimately, I'm looking to work in the software engineering industry. The facilities, the research and the teaching here are just world class.
I've really enjoyed the course.
I think Durham has just been downright fun.
One of the really interesting things about computer science is its diversity. It has something for everyone, and it's primarily about problem solving. It's about innovating. It's about designing something new.
This subject is the future. Everything is computer science. Now the means of transport, they all rely on computer science. The cars, the airplanes. If you go in the shop, you see the computer science everywhere. The university cares about you and gives you loads of opportunities and support.
If I had to describe CS at Manchester in one word, I'd probably use vibrant. There's always people who are doing something interesting. Every week there'll be a guest lecture. Students doing interesting projects will want to collaborate on things and talk about them.
Coming straight from a bachelor's in computer science, I didn't really get the option to do any master's courses, so being able to do some of the courses in the first semester was really helpful. They're quite advanced courses to what I was doing in Liverpool as well, so it really helped bring my education up a bit.
From the outset, Manchester's been involved in building large-scale computing machines, and that history sort of permeates the undergraduate curriculum. There's always the underpinning practical experience of Manchester's historical contributions to computing that's in the air around this place.
Lots of our graduates will go on to become software engineers. Some of them will be hardware engineers. Some of them might be accountants and might go into business.
One of my colleagues describes it as a Swiss Army knife of degrees. You can do an enormous amount as a computer scientist out there in the job market.
It enables so many different possibilities with this knife or that knife, this tool that this particular degree equips you with. It really does open a lot of possibilities beyond the traditional stereotype of just being a programmer.
My main research activity for the last 10 years has been focused on the Spinnaker project, and this system has been designed from the outset specifically for real-time brain modelling applications.
There's a lot of work happening at Manchester in the field of healthcare at the moment. In the past, for example, we've looked quite a lot at how we provide user interfaces in audio. So people who are blind and use what we call a screen reader to access information on a computer.
Because I can't see, the computers have given me access to jobs which a generation ago would just be not possible for blind people.
The future of computer science, it is in the diversity of ideas and the combination of many areas of research and many technologies, and also in the diversity of people.
It's a really exciting time to be working in computer science at the moment. We have an explosion of available data, and we're really innovating in the ways that we can understand it. This gives us unprecedented opportunities to have a huge impact on the way that people live their lives now and in the future.
The advice I would give to students coming to university is throw yourself into it. Don't hold back with anything, because the more you put in, definitely the more you'll get out. And if you put everything in, then you'll get everything